Good afternoon. We're going to do a quick, probably not really quick actually, but preview video for the spring antique auction. A lot of Victorian, modern art, a lot of pottery, glass, clocks, all kinds of interesting things. And my glasses are crooked, that's interesting. But let's go ahead and flip the camera around and we will walk through the space and give you an idea of scale, condition, all those kinds of things we walk through. Like this little great little Victorian secretary, but it's a wonderful little size, and I can't do this with my fingernails. But it's a really sweet little cabinet that is only like 36 inches wide, which is pretty unusual for these types of pieces, and in great shape. A couple people came in today at the open house and commented at how small the little bar cart is. It's exactly the right measurements, but you know, it's just smaller than you'd expect it to be. Here are the Knoll coffee tables. We're obviously not going to unwrap those. Of course, my son sends me a text in the middle of this. He's having microwave creme brulee. I see Stacy's watching, so our son is having microwave creme brulee as a snack, honey. Neat lamp, but the Knoll boxes there, the tables. The concrete statuary pieces are really cool and heavy, but you just don't see these big pieces in secondary market very often. Neat little stained glass triptych back there, bench, the garden pieces, the cast iron Art Deco, aquarium stand is really cool. Great set of 6 French chairs with leather seats and upholstery on them. One of the 3 round dining tables in the auction, all nice. Group of clocks the clocks came out of the Overland Park estate. Let's see. Oh, the bronze fountain is pretty cool too. This was an earlier plantation desk with some neat things in it. Again, this Victorian furniture is in incredible condition, for even different estates, but it's all in good shape. This jelly cabinet's great, 1860s Missouri. It was literally in a dirt floor barn garage. That's an old ribbon spool for a handle, for a knob. That's cool. Just noticed that. But the pictures, half of the back leg is gone, but it still stands square, which is amazing. The lights, the shades are great. Great colors. Don't show really well sometimes, but really wonderful. Some fantastic quilts from the different estates and collections. Some 19th century pieces that are just stunning. More of the Victorian furniture. Nice Victorian hall tree. Love the vintner bottle up there in the metal cage rack. One of the 2 better pieces, best pieces of furniture in the auction. Let me go to the other side and get a good straight on of this piece here. Beautiful Manchester, I think is where it's from, but in the London area. Beautiful marble top, great decorative elements, beautiful mirror, good size. Obviously the mirror comes off for transportation, but just a really, really handsome piece of furniture. Some of the great lamps, great decorative lamps in the auction. And then again, back to the Victorian furniture. And this is right at my head height, folks. So I am basically 6 foot tall, and I'm looking up at the top of that bed. It's 7.5 feet tall, I think. The dresser is even higher than that. I mean, check this out. That's exactly the height of the. I'm halfway up the mirror on this thing. So big, impressive Victorian furniture in beautiful condition. This is out of the Johnson County estate, Overland Park. This is also from the Overland Park estate. I'm glad we label these things when they come in, or else we'd never remember. But good antique lamps. This dresser, the aesthetic movement with the marble top, is out of the Warrensburg estate, along with several of the pieces on top, including that Red Wing umbrella stand. Nice piece there. Good shape, good condition. Some good pottery there. Mission Oak footstool frame. This is fun little jeweler's cabinet. Great little deco bench. Marble top pieces, some folk art stuff. Good Missouri Pacific Railway, both a spittoon and a Mopac railroad lantern with red globe. Maxwell Paris triptychs are not easy to find. This chair is great. Love the wood frame going all the way around and carved all the way around as well. And in great, if you like the upholstery, it's ready to go right in your home. It's just a beautiful chair. Another chair here that's ready to go in your home. This English Victorian lolling chair, nice wood frame. Again, if you like that fabric, sit in your house and call it good. Nice bigger Victorian bookcase secretary with some interesting pieces inside. The dressmaking signs are fun. Nice little German Stein. Collection of Victorian autograph albums are fun. The Victorian hardware, somehow or another, and I don't know what happened there, but Amy, on the Victorian hardware, the doorknob sets, there's only one pictured in each picture per, but there's actually two of them. If you look at the listing, I forget what number it is. These right there. So I don't know if we have a picture of both sets together someplace. Okay. That we can go back and add to the main listing. Those are great, the pair of little hand fan or personal fire screens. Carved his and her chairs with the north wind face. This sofa table, entry table, is amazing. Bought at George Turbovich or from George Turbovich. Something around $8,000 was spent on this. That's an 18th century French iron balustrade that they cut to a specific length and then added the marble top to. Of course, we have some great not great painting, but we also have some great lamps. This is one of the reverse painted pear points. This one's artist signed H. Fisher right there. And we don't see very many of those, and we have two reverse painted pear points in this auction. Great hall tree. A lot of people like the lingerie chest because it's just a nice piece of furniture, great size, great scale. This lamp here, another piece that was bought from George Turbovich. The nice tool painted shade, bronze base, swans, beautiful, beautiful piece. Good paintings. Let's go this way. Great little Chinese Chippendale table, nice ginger jar with food dog on the front and calligraphic symbols on the back. A good French iron and brass baker's rack. It's labeled on the foot down there, so we know it's a French one, a good 1920s, 30s, and a good size. It's not overbearing, but it's big enough to hold a lot of interesting things like the tourist wear pottery at the bottom. One of the two pair of hi-hat chairs, Chinese hat chairs in the auction. And there's the front of that or ginger jar with the food dog on it. Little baker's table. Another pair of French chairs, again from Turbovich. From Mission Hills Estate, but George Turbovich was the source for them. This shelf table is amazing. It's plaster with all these shelves embedded into it. Heavy, make sure you bring a strong back with you to get that in your car. But it's just an amazing piece of furniture. Little apothecary chest here is fun. More good decorative brass lamps. Aladdin lamps, the Tizio lamp. It works, but we didn't want to plug it in up there. Nice urns with the porphyry bases. A lot of people dig the iron cobra candle sconce with good reason. It's just a fun piece. Good antique French little footstool, and a beautiful little chest of drawers by Hickory Chair Company, but just with a server on top. Just a nice piece of furniture. Good Italian gilt chandelier, Victorian era double hanger, probably kerosene originally, but there are switches on it, or it's right at that transition, so 1890, 1900. Fun little oak coat rack. This is the other magnificent piece of furniture in the auction, which I don't have anything backing up and around. This is from the Warrensburg estate with the Pearpoint lamps. But notice the inlay, the tombstone mirrors, the beveled mirrors on top, all the columns with all the carvings on them, all the ebonized wood, the inlays, and those are inlaid too, they're not painted. That's all inlaid, just beautiful piece of furniture. Has the original key, inlaid on the front here. And again, the mirror comes off. That's one big, mirror on top that comes off for easy transportation. Great little folio stand, iron bank teller window. And that's just the first floor. Up a couple of steps. And we'll go down the left side of the room first. One of the two Newell post lamps. These shades are not that expensive to buy, replacements. You're probably going to have a hard time finding one with that little detail, but 3 matching shades would not be hard to find. Good big old painting, but restored in a new frame. Beautiful little corner chair. And lots of interesting art, including the needlework piece, 1840s, give or take. And another, again, beautiful frame. See the gilding, the gold leaf where the pieces overlapped each other. You can see the gold leafing is twice as thick, so it leaves those lines. It's exactly what you want to see. A beautiful Western watercolor by the artist is Waterhouse, I think. Yeah, Waterhouse. Pretty well known, and completely surprise piece for us. It came in with some furniture, and the consigners didn't mention anything about the art. They just brought it in, and we're like, oh, that's cool. A good artist. The Plat Book of Johnson County is on the Warrensburg estate, as is this huge set of Russell Wright. And this is a last-minute find in the house. We were kind of getting wrapped up, ready to go, and found the picture in a cabinet and started digging a little bit deeper in an area that we thought we'd gone through but hadn't. And it was like a clown car. All the Russell Wright kept pouring out of the cabinets. And so it's a nice little grouping. There's some nice trays, a couple of unusual pieces, the Demitasse cups and saucers, a nice little teapot here with the lid. Unfortunately, that one doesn't have the lid, but 2 celeries, a couple of gravies, the gravy trays, creams and sugars. The glassware, I believe, is Russell Wright for the most part. Covered casserole. Again, just a nice little group of things. The John McEnroe t-shirt sign. You cannot be serious. Back in one of tennis's heydays for sure. And so the other thing is, I realized this afternoon that we'd missed measurements on a bunch of the artwork. So go back through if there's interested pieces, like this big DePau painting of the dog. Is a rather good sized piece, and we didn't have the measurements in there. Maxwell Parrish, nice little tapestry there, another coat rack. Some 60s frames. This table is awesome. It's a little Demaloon. This post is a little bit stripped out, so we just set it separate. We didn't want to risk anybody, knocking that over during preview. Portrait's great. Just got some pretty bad damage, but he's really wonderful. 1820s guy. Home guard. This is cool on this lamp. We didn't realize this until today, but there's a light in the base. Check that out. There's just a little white night light in the base that you turn on with one switch, and then the top comes on, and then they both come on. But that's kind of a neat little night light deal on your lamp, just for a little ambience. Again, the artwork, a lot of it, some of it didn't have the measurements in it, so I want to take a closer look at that. Bar stools are really super cool. Cast iron with the porcelain bases. The vinyl needs to be replaced on them, but these backs are not wicker, they are metal. So they could easily be, painted any color you want. They're going to last for another 100 years easily. It has the rod for the brass rod, the holes for the brackets for the brass, or the house that these were in just had a wooden handrail between them all to stabilize it, and that worked just as well. So much cheaper alternative than buying a brass rail. Just get a wooden rail and it'll do the same job to stabilize them. More artwork, more glass, Asian works, and of course this case is in the auction as well. For those of you in our old gallery spaces, we've had that for quite some time. We've bought some other magnificent showcases and just don't need it. And so it's time to say goodbye. Curved glass. These little Parker or Schaefer pen cabinet back in the day, but and it's only it's less than 6 feet tall. So if you have like a Sprinter van and you travel to do shows, this would stand up in your Sprinter van. You could have a great display piece to really highlight smalls in your show that I just know it makes a big difference in sales. Great Weller pots, the green, the taller pieces. Not sure on the small green pot there. Great green glaze, good organic shape. I will let you, decide who you think it was done by. Some erotic art. She's a little erotic piece too when you lift her up. She's, let's look at the pictures if you want to, but you can kind of figure out what that's going to be. Love the old Welch's grape juice shots. Some neat toys. And again, some nice, good Asian ceramics. The flambe glaze piece is getting some nice interest. I love the turquoise teapot and the celadon bowl there. They're all nice pieces from one collection. More good decorative art, decorative pictures. Fun little watercolor, French lithograph by a listed recognized artist. The Sting piece is a nice little limited edition. Rat Pack, Arnold, I'll be back. Derek Jeter signed jersey. That's kind of a neat, fun piece. Muhammad Ali. A lot of people like these folk art doll houses. They're not really doll houses because they're kind of solid. They're not really meant to be, the doors do come off, but they're not, the tops are secured in place, so you really can't put things inside. It's more just, it's almost like a model home, right? A lot of framed or matted pictures selling in groups in the auction. Another one of the display pieces we got recently is this little tabletop piece was made just for that. We're pretty excited to use it. Great big sporting scene from like 1935. We have so much art we haven't had a chance to hang on the walls, so we have racks. A little school desk is kind of fun. Dig the telephone poles. Another house. The nice Italian like brushed steel and brass ram's head stand is fun. The art glass lamp. The bronzes range in age from Victorian era through pretty contemporary, but they're all bronzes. Again, another Newell Post lamp. This one was hardwired. We lit it up for the pictures, but we didn't feel comfortable having the connection with just wire nuts on the table here. So we didn't light it up for the preview, but it does work. And this one has all three shades, which is nice. The mirror was sold again by George Turbovich as being Italian. Fontana art. We don't know that for sure, but the clients, George's clients, who are now our clients, spent over $8,000 on this mirror. So I can tell you it's great with the smoked mirror and the regular mirror. Gives that nice relief. It's like a self-framed piece. The beveled edges, the way it's all undulating, bronze mounts. It is a nice quality mirror, and of course you will determine how valuable it is. Nice rug that we just set there to hold everything in place. And let's get to some of this other furniture. Let me step back over here. We've got the pair of French armchairs with the suede. Great size, condition, good color fabric, and good fabric. The pair of French lingerie chests are wonderful. The pair of armchairs are again from Turbovich. Nice decorative arts, Italian carved sconces, nice landscape oil painting, nice little sofa, love seat. A lot of people really like the Chinese lacquered chest, good size for a coffee table, of course. Another big ginger jar. This is a good older one. Victorian marble top tables. Love this orange silk fabric, really, really pretty and in great condition. More Asian decorative items, fish bowls. Really like the screen, the bench. Beautifully inlaid angle table out of New York. Of course, a lot of people love the three-headed 50s lamp. This shelf is really fun. It's dated 1881 or something right there. It's in the description, but that's all wood. It's held together with that one peg, and then the shelves, the weight of them hold it together. And you see it's very sturdy. It's holding all that cloisonne, which is kind of fun. Beautiful little sheep painting of sheep. More Victorian furniture. Make sure I don't hit anything on the way back out. Nice Victorian parlor set. You don't find them complete like this. You have the sofa, chair, armchair with footstool, matching side chair, and then matching pair of side chairs. Different upholstery, but they're all from the same estate, and it's one single set, so it's hard to find those. Little eagle coffee table with the glass tray top. It's nice. More paintings. Here's the other Pearpoint reverse painted Birds of Prey, Birds of Prey lamp. Beautiful, beautiful glass lamp by Pearpoint. Paradise. Thanks, Amy. Someone's got to keep me straight. Nice French picture, Asian needlework. And again, we're selling this cabinet too. This is one that we've had for a long time. Many people recognize it. But we just bought this other case. I'll show in just a second. Everything in the case and the case itself is being sold. So make sure if you've been thinking about this or looked at it before, you can tell it's a great display piece, holds a lot. The shelves are great. Nice Native American pottery in it. The set of Italian plates is amazing. All of the scenes are different. It's all hand painted, probably late 18th century. And then a wonderful, again, late 18th century Italian platter. The Native American baskets are some great ones. The square basket, interesting, or rectangular. And then the Hopi Kachina basket tray, really unusual. This is a great picture for those of you who like photography or railroad. OL Link, I think, but it's in the Lot 291. It's a really well-known, respected photographer of trains, specifically, back in the day. Beautiful silver chest. And then these Rams decanters. Hey, Tom, how are you doing? I haven't talked to you for years. These decanters are really interesting. This is the second time I've sold them. Before I was an auctioneer at an antique shop, I sold them to a client, and they're getting ready to move to Palm Beach, I think. And they decided that these were not going to make the trip. Cannot identify them, looked for years. They're just amazing, great scale, great colors. A little bit of silver in the auction too, set of flatware, nice Gorham coffee service, Tiffany sterling silver presentation bowl, big, obviously, 10.5 inches across. And then this great little curved glass showcase is in the auction. That's from a consignor. And then the 1950 Kansas City Blues piece is fun. And then this is the other case that I bought to replace the other two pieces. Everything in here is from the Kansas City Symphony Alliance secret art auction. Because they couldn't do their homes tour this year, they kind of came up with this idea to do a secret art auction. So all these paintings and drawings and photography and watercolors are by local artists and musicians. And the rub is you're buying it based upon one picture of the front, so you can see what you're buying, but you have no idea who did it. You just know who is going to be benefiting from it. When you buy the picture, we'll tell you the artist is then, of course. But until then, you're just buying it based on the artistic merit and your appreciation of the piece itself. Oh, back to this auction, we have the other pair of hi-hat chairs. The repoussé pieces are Robert Kuo, pretty well-known guy. Architectural Digest has done articles on him, but we can go on and on. Thanks for watching. It's a wonderful auction. It closes Monday night. Pickup is next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There's 500 lots, so we're having a third day for pickup because we know that we'll need it. If you have questions about shipping or anything in particular, go ahead and send a message here. Hit us with an email at info@kcauctioncompany.com. Give us a phone call at 816-283-3633. We'll be able to answer any questions that you have. If you have things to sell, we'll be happy with that as well. But let me go ahead and just flip this camera one more time. I'll walk down to the lower level. Oh, the Macintosh chair, the Hansen lamp, kind of Erte type etchings. The folk art painting of the girl with the rabbit is just really fun. Again, 500 lots. We spent quite a bit of time and we've certainly missed some things. So, like the nice chinoiserie desk here and the cast iron door stops and all kinds of fun things like this little porcelain artist palette. Just really neat things. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Good luck in the auction. We'll see you next weekend at Pickup.